Thank you for being with us. Give us your sense of what the mood is like in Beijing.
The mood, I think it's okay. And as what Sam said earlier, recovery has been quite uneven. The latest number on industrial profit was indeed disappointing, but by and large, and consumers still holding up. And the policy makers have not pushed the panic button yet. But I do think there's argument for lower interest rate.
Is there a lot of pressure and a lot of talk about government action now?
There are a lot of talks. The speculation on lowering interest rate have been around, at least for months. But if you look at the recent change on the exchange rate, the impact is the same as the lowering interest rate. I think central bank is doing the right things to keep monetary condition relatively accommodative. And by the way, our Chinese RMB is being managed through a basket, and 11% is Japanese yen, and the dollar yen has been, hitting a repeated high, almost 140. So it's just natural to accept yen's weakness. And I think there are still tools in the box. For example, you can still give subsidies to consumers through coupons, as what other economies have been doing. But the most important thing is China should not do what China did in 2008, large stimulus package, because that would push up commodity prices and exacerbate this industrial profit profile we have seen first quarter this year.
Yeah, I suppose we saw the state bank sort of stepping in to try to prop up the yuan and sort of stem any further depreciation pressure on the currency at the back end of last week. You're suggesting an interest rate cut, are you saying? When do you think we could see that? June?
First of all, there's no inflation in China. And therefore you need looser monetary policy. And whether you want to do that through interest rate or through just more flexible exchange rate, that's debatable. RMB trading at a 7.06, 7.07. I don't think China should be worried. And earlier in your program, you look at Malaysian ringgit at 4.6 and the dollar yen at 140. So I don't think China needs to intervene in the currency market.